The comeback that nobody asked for, but it's happening anyway. Hi booktube, it's Marianne. I have returned from wherever I've been. Life has been hard. I have been really burned out, and I just sort of like fell behind with posting, and it was a lot. So anyway, I have returned. I feel a lot better. I feel more awake. I feel more alive. I was just so knackered, and like there was stuff happening, and it was just too much. But I have finally got my life together, vaguely, loosely, sort of. And I am here to share my December TBR with y'all. So it is approaching December rather rapidly, which is kind of scary because obviously it's been that long since I've posted, and from then and now, life just seems to be moving really quickly, and I can't believe we're at the end of the year already. Also, if I do disappear for whatever reason due to life and stuff, again, you can follow me on Book Talk. It's just We Last With a Book. You can also follow me on Instagram, again, just We Last With a Book, because I have no imagination whatsoever. You can follow me on there because I do post regularly as well. So, my December TBR, we have some historical romance, we have a couple of rereads. I am looking forward to this. I've been very, very mood readery as of late. So I don't know how tightly I'm going to stick to my TBR. I'm going to try. But like I said, I've been very mood ready. So I've only got a few books on my TBR, and a few of them are novellas, and a few of them are audiobooks I can just listen to as I'm going about my business. So today I started reading 9 Rules to Break While Romancing a Rake by Sarah MacLean. This is the first book in the Love by Numbers series. It's a historical romance. So hopefully by the time we reach December, I'll have finished that, and also 10 Ways to Be Adored When Romancing a Lord, which I will discuss in my mid-month wrap-up. So my first book for December is going to be 11 Scandals to Start to Win a Duke's Heart, which is the third book in the series. So this is an opposites attract kind of romance, and with opposites attract, that goes kind of hand in hand with the grumpy sunshine trope. So I think this is possibly going to have that kind of vibe. We have our heroine who is very fun-loving. She's very independent. She likes having a good time, and she has a bit of a reputation, very scandalous. And our hero is quite the opposite. He is an upstanding citizen, very prim and proper, and wants to avoid scandal at all costs. But the two of them meet, and he views this as an opportunity to kind of get her to clean up her act, and she basically views it as an opportunity to corrupt him. So I really like the concept. I'm probably going to love the execution. So really looking forward to that. The next two books that I have are rereads, and the first one is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I am wanting to reread this before the film comes out. Everybody's read it at this point, so I don't really need to explain what it is, but enemies to lovers, office romance. I really enjoyed the book the first time I read it, gave it 5 stars. And like I said, I want to read it before the film comes out, which I think is either the 10th or the 20th of December. I can't quite remember, but I'm going to go and see it when it comes out. So I need to get this reread before then. Love it. Although I am quite conflicted by the trailer because that wasn't the Josh I had pictured. But you know, that's happened with films before where the character and the actor or actress who they've chosen to play said character, you can't envision it. Prime example was when people found out that Robert Pattinson was going to play Edward. It wasn't marrying up with what people had envisioned, and I'm pretty sure the same thing happened with Outlander. They didn't think that Sam Heughan was going to be able to play Jamie the way that they had envisioned Jamie, and I mean, can you actually picture anyone else playing Jamie at this point? Because I really can't, and I think that he was absolutely perfect and continues to be perfect. So I could be wrong, I could be proven wrong. I'm not going to judge it before I see it because I hate when people do that. and I'm not going to be that person. The next reread of the month is Neon Gods, and I am listening to this on audio because I have heard the audio is amazing. Now, I read the book the day that it came out, and I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favourite books of this year. Hades and Persephone retelling, enemies to lovers, light BDSM. It was perfect. I love a Hades and Persephone retelling. I am a sucker for it. So when I heard that the audio was really good for it, I was like, I need to get the audio. So it's sitting in my Audible playlist just waiting for me, and I'm desperately trying to hold off until December. But like I said, I've been very mood ready, and the mood that I'm experiencing is telling me you need to go and listen to Neon Gods, but I'm going to try and hold off because I have much better willpower than that. That's a lie. The next audio I'm wanting to listen to this month is The Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. This is a YA fantasy which is based on West African mythology. It is about mermaids. So our main character in the story is a mermaid who is tasked with rescuing the souls of those who have died at sea. But she ends up rescuing a boy who has fell into the sea, which goes against protocol and tradition. So she is in a heap of trouble. So she is then having to protect herself, protect her fellow merfolk, and the boy seems sus according to the synopsis. So I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't read YA fantasy in a while. I love the fact that it's based on West African mythology because I like seeing mythology, folk tales and fairy tales from other cultures, so I think it's going to be really good. Then I am going to be continuing a series, so I may or may not have said before that I don't really vibe with motorcycle romance. It's just I've never read one that really sucked me in until I started reading the Fallen Men series by Gianna Darling. So I'm on book 4 and I'm really excited because we are going to revisit Cress and King. Now, out of the 3 books that I've already read, the first book was my favourite. I love King, I love Cressida, love their dynamic. I really enjoyed that book. So I love that we're going back to revisit them. I think this one might be a novella. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. So basically, spoiler if you haven't read the first 3 books. So basically, Cress and King are now living their happily ever after, living their best life, but they end up back involved with the Fallen, and something is happening. It seems like somebody's trying to bring them down from the inside. King has to step up and help protect his family and his fellow Fallen brothers, while still protecting Cressida. And I had seen reviews on this saying that out of all of the ones that had been out so far, this one's like the most action packed. So I'm really looking forward to that because the other 3 have been really exciting, have been really good. I do have complicated feelings about the second book in the series, but to be fair, I have stated previously that I do have an issue with the Guardian Ward vibe sometimes because it can come off a little groomy. This one definitely did. For me personally, I know other people that have loved it and didn't see an issue with it, and that's fine. It's just for me, I didn't vibe with it. No. And the last book that I am hoping to read this month is Birthday Shop by Rilsey Adams. Now, Rilsey Adams never fails to give me a novella where I still feel satisfied at the end. Often with a novella, it's almost like you haven't had enough time to feel this love story building. With Insta Love, it often feels too Insta. But Rilsey Adams seems to manage to write a shorter book which has fully formed characters in a fully formed relationship, and you get a feel for the story, you get a feel for the characters, you can feel the romance, even though it's done over a short period of time. I don't know how she does it because it is so rare, but I haven't came across a Rilsey Adams that has disappointed me thus far. And I imagine that this is going to be much the same. So this is a brother's best friend romance. So our heroine has had a crush on her brother's best friend for an extended period of time. He goes away and then comes back to celebrate an engagement or go to a wedding, something like that. And the heroine realises that she is still besotted. It's coming up to her 30th birthday, and she decides she's going to go for it and try and seduce him. And I just think it's going to be great. Like I said, Rosie Adams never disappoints. So I know for a fact going into this that it's going to be a 5-star read, because I think every other one that I've read, I've gave 5 stars. So I think it's going to be great. Like I said, there's only a few books in my TBR because I am feeling quite mood readery still. But you will see in my mid-December wrap up, I am determined that I am going to keep up to date with this. So I will see you then. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're having a great month. I hope that you are looking forward to Christmas or whatever holiday you are celebrating this year. I hope that your preparation for spending time with family, with friends, by yourself are all going well. I hope that you're taking care of yourself and that life is good. If it's not good, don't worry about it. Things will get better in time, and I'm sending a hug your way. So stay safe. Happy reading, and I'll speak to you later. Bye!